So we're
Yes.
gonna be talking about monetizing your personal brand. And by the end of this session, you will understand why personal branding is more than just an add-on to your skills. Okay, so most of the people I know, especially freelancers, personal branding is actually list of their priority. They will skill up, they will learn a lot of new skills, unlimited skill up, but they don't actually focus on building a personal brand. But later on, you'll understand how important personal brand is, especially if you are a freelancer. Unless you are still focused on a freelancer as a job wherein you work 9 to 5, then this won't make sense to you. But if you think of personal branding as your business and you are the business owner and you are representing your brand, your business, then this will all make sense later. Discover how your skills, expertise, and identity can turn into a monetizable personal brand. Okay, it's because personal brand is not only about you, it's also your expertise and it's also about your skills and then your identity that builds trust. Next one is identify the different ways you can make money from personal brand. Did you know that you will be able to make money using your personal brand? And then later, you also learn how to position yourself so people can recognize, trust, and remember you. As you can see on the video earlier, this is such an important topic when it comes to personal branding because this also put you in a position wherein you'll be able to attract premium client. Anyone wants, I believe so that everyone wants to have a premium clients, right? And lastly, understand why personal branding should come before simply adding more skills. So this is what I'm talking about, that most of the freelancers, they put personal branding as a least priority, wherein this is actually part of a business. So again, house rule, please be present at all time. So bawal yung acne. Acne means I know that. Acne means alam ko na yan. No? So the moment that you stop learning, that's the time that you start falling down. Okay? That's the time that you stop growing. And then I want you to have high energy at all time because energy is what follows the currency. And then always participate. Okay, I want you guys to be here present at all time because there might be information that I'll be providing later that is so important. And if you miss that, then that may be a lost opportunity for you. And always be open. Okay. So there are things that I may say or I may discuss that you won't be agree, but just have an open mind, learn about it, and then learn about it and then we'll be learning together, okay? So who am I that you should listen to me, right? It's important that you know who the person is behind this learning material. So I'm a father of three. I'm a digital marketer, a personal branding coach, funnel specialist, and still student. I'm still learning freelancing, guys. But I started as a funnel specialist. So after when I was studying funnels, one of my coach always keeps on telling me you need to show up consistently. Then when I upscale into high level and become an admin, I was always informed by my coach, you need to show up. You need to let the world know what you do. And you know what? I don't see any coach teaches how to show up. I don't see any coach who's there out there to show you how to do it right. So I did the initiative to create the learning materials. So that's the reason why I am here in front of you so that I can share this for you guys. So I started as a funnel strategist. So this is back last year, around February. I was doing 9 to 5, and then after finish working, I allotted about 2 to 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours, learning funnels, because I was so intentional in freelancing, because of the why. Why am I doing this? What's the reason behind why did I upskill? That's the reason why I was so fueled and focused and intentional when it comes to upskilling. And then after that, I got certified around August. No, September. So last year during HL anniversary, I attended the I s- I took the certification, and then a month before a month ends, I was able to get certified. After that, I also upskilled into digital marketing. So every time that upskilled, I make sure that I was able to ROI, or return of investment, on the things or skills that I already have invested to. So when I was studying funnels, my initial investment was 2,000 pesos. No, sorry, 1,000 pesos. It's 997. Um, Back then, it's only a challenge that I took first because I want to test the water first if it's working for me. So I did 3 days challenge, and after 3 days, I was able to build funnels. And then week after, I was able to sold a funnel to one of my friend, and she pays me 2,000. So I was able to ROI that. Then I invest already for the full course, which took me about almost 20K, 20 20K peso. Then that's where my coach is always telling me, you need to show up, you need to show up. But I was just doing posting. I'm not really I don't really know how to show up. I don't know the content types. I don't really understand how does it work. What I just do is that I just post anything that I want. Okay, so one of the things that was informed, or I understand over the years, is that there's actually a proper way of doing things. So not until I think at my 7th or 8th month that I was able to fully discover how to show up intentionally, how to build that personal brand. And then when I was already building that personal brand, that's actually my breakthrough. So I started selling a funnel system for 15,000, 15,000, then 15, then it increased to 30K. And then after that 30K, I was trying to charge higher. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to charge higher because the positioning that I have is, it doesn't put me on a position that I'm an expert, or the trust is not there yet. But when I was able to work on my personal brand and then execute the things that needs to be shown publicly, that's the time that I was able to close an international client, and I was able to close um my first six figure project. So that's because I was consistent, intentional, and the things that I was showing is already working. So who would have thought that I'll be into freelancing? Because guys, I didn't study tech or being in social media or marketing at all. I studied HRM, hotel restaurant management. So I'm into cooking, restaurant management, right? And I started working as um receptionist in a hotel. So if you are familiar in Singapore, if you've been in Singapore and you know Merlion, just at the back of Merlion, that's the hotel where I work in. So in the morning, I work as the front desk, and then at night or during my break time, I work part time on the hotel's restaurant. So I was hustling so much back then, but guys, you really can't tell what the future holds. So right now, I'm here. This is my first brand archetype coaching material. So this is the first time that I shared about how to do personal branding. But back then, I don't even know that it's actually personal branding. I just know that um, you need to understand brand archetype. And this is actually the foundation of my personal branding coaching. So if you can see, there are familiar phrases here. So you have Jans Cruz there, you have V, you have Miss Jen. Okay, so these are all my alpha students. Now, so let's talk about leveling up your content. Let's talk about monetizing your personal brand. So turn your content into a personal brand that attracts opportunity and income. So there's actually a purpose. There's actually a reason why you need to show up. There's actually a reason why you need to establish a position in the market. Social media for freelancers, this is not our social media. This is not for us to share our family's information or mingle or chat. Social media for freelancer, this is our marketplace. This is where we showcase our skills. This is where we showcase our expertise. Magaling ka naman, so bakit hindi pa rin kumikita ng malaki? So this is the common scenario for virtual assistants here in the Philippines. Ang daming magaling. There's a lot of fully capable Filipinos. A lot of highly technical Filipinos. Those that actually can produce results. But if you check on the groups, if you check on the communities, there's also a lot of Filipinos that would be willing to work for a low value. Like, okay sa kanila 5,000 per month, social media marketing. Like, you can provide value. Why settle for less? Is it because you don't know your worth? What skills do you have right now? So can you type in on the comment section, what skills do you have right now that you can offer to the market? Okay, can you type your what skills? Think about it right now and then let me know in the comment section, what are the skills do you have right now that you can actually offer to the market? So system automations. Okay, guys, let me see that. Okay. Funnels, web design, digital marketing, automation, and funnels. Okay. So you need to be participative so that you can also absorb, okay, what we are teaching right now. I want you guys to be present here. So high skills is not always equals to high income. Would you agree? Type 1 if you agree. Type 1. Okay, great. So the market doesn't pay for potential. It pays for perceived value. So whatever that you are posting on social media, that is building up on your perceived value. So this is I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. That when I was starting funnels, I keep on charging for 15K, 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 then 30K. I tried to push for 50, but always goes down to 30. I think 30 was my maximum during that time because you know what's missing? The perceived value. They don't know the potential. They don't know what's actually the value of what I can of what I can do, of what I can provide. So, what is a personal brand? If you may ask. For you guys, what is your personal brand? What do you think or what is your perception about personal branding? Personal brand is equals to reputation at scale. Okay, so let me repeat that. Personal branding is a reputation at scale. Whatever that you are putting in social media, that is compounding. Because whatever that you post yesterday, today, tomorrow, it's already in social media permanently. It's already there. It's already marketing on your behalf Even if you are sleeping, those reputation, those information, those marketing materials are working for you. That is why it is so important that you need to post, you need to show up online so that those reputation about you is compounding. Imagine if a client wants to work for you and then look on your social media to see what you can do, to see on the result that you already have provided. Ask yourself this, what will they see on your page? What will they see on your social media? So the evidence, creator economy plus um thought leadership data. So do you know guys that on Visa, they're actually able to capture information about freelancers. So if you are a creator, if you are someone who showcase or who show up online, this was the revenue last year. And this is available on social media. So if you check in corporate.visa.com, so guys, this is only for Visa. For creators, they were able to create $50 billion. 68% creator correspondents consider themselves as small business owners. So guys, we belong in this portion. Freelancer, we are a small business owners. Imagine 68% of this 500 billion, we are part of that. And this is only for Visa. Right? So, ask about yourself again. What are you doing right now to compound or so that you'll be able to at least have a portion of this $500 billion industry? Okay, so how personal brand makes money. So let's go to our main topic for today. So let's start with first, I'll give you 7, okay? So write this down, take notes of this. So first is service. So every one of us right now here in this webinar, we provide service. You know something, you solve someone's problem, then they pay you. So if you are a digital marketer, if you are an SMM, if you provide system, you are part of this service. And this is how you monetize your personal brand. So you can be a photographer, you can be a personal stylist, graphic design, funnel building, insurance, copywriting, whatever service that you provide, that is already a service or product of your personal brand. So you are the brand and these are your service. So let me give you an example who are part of this. So if you say Vicky Bello, right? There's a lot of aesthetic clinic out there. But the premium that it adds on, if it's Vicky Bello, diba? That's a huge market gap compared to other aesthetic. Diba? Going Vicky Bello. How about BJ Pascual? There's a lot of photographers out there, guys. Diba? Same skills. But why BJ Pascual can charge higher? 'Di ba? Siya pa nga yung binobook most of the time, eh. Nauubusan pa siya ng slot most of the time, 'di ba? Celebrities lined up so that they will be able to work with BJ Pascual. Why? Because of the brand. Because of the personal brand. How about Liz Uy? Did you know that styling? 'Di ba? Before, if you think about it, styling ba? Kailangan na ma-monetize pala yun? Yes. Because karamihan ng mga client ni Liz Uy are celebrities. So that's the reason why she was able to charge more. Because let me tell you this. If you say that your doctor is Vicky Bello, what is that? What's the impression about it? If you tell your friends that BJ Pascual is my photographer, what will be the status? What will be your status then? If you say that Liz Uy is your stylist, diba? What is your status? And now you need to change the POV. If you were able to position yourself in this kind of level, imagine what would people say when they say, I work with Harold. I work with Jaro. I work with Talha. I work with Rhoda. Right? So this is why your name, your brand, your personal brand matters a lot compares to your skills. Skills and personal branding works hand in hand. But what makes you charge higher is your personal brand. Like what Fibolim says, personal brand gives you the capability, the right to charge higher. 'Di ba? Same lang naman nung ginagamit ng technology ni Vicky Bello and other aesthetic clinics. But why is it that Vicky Bello can charge higher? Because when you go to Vicky Bello, you feel like you are a celebrity. There's a certainty that you're gonna have a good looks. Okay. So don't sell skill, sell the transformation. If you are a graphic designer, don't say I'm a graphic designer. No. You need to say I help coaches turn their ideas into conversion focused visual content. So this is applicable for all of us freelancers. Do not sell I can do GHL system. I can make your lead generation process smooth so that you won't lose any leads. It should be a result base. It should sell the transformation. Are you getting this so far? Can you please type in 1 if you're getting this so far? Wow, okay, okay. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the second one. Okay, so for the second one is consulting and expertise. So if you're expert into something, let's say you are good in appraising, checking on cars, checking on the house properties and that, then you can position yourself as part of consulting and expertise. This is where personal branding starts increasing your perceived value. So we were talking earlier that the only reason why your personal branding will be able to charge higher is because of the perceived value that you put in yourself. So if you are an expert, if you are a consultant in this kind of field, and then you were able to project that on your personal branding, then definitely you'll be able to charge higher. Let me just share with you some of the example. Okay. Francis Kong. If you're familiar about Francis Kong, he is a consultant for businesses. If you have a business that is struggling into sales and you would like to scale, Francis Kong is the one that you need to talk to. You know that when you talk to Francis Kong, that he will be able to guide you to have a steady business, increase your business, and then save you from getting bankrupt. So let's say if you're just an ordinary people or ordinary Filipino citizen, Chinkitan, if you're struggling financially, Chinkitan is an expert when it comes to money saving, right? That's the reason why he can charge for his webinar. He can charge for an event because he's an expert. And then those people that are having struggles with finances, they will able to go to Chinkitan. And lastly, Paring Hive. Who would have thought that just being an expert in watches can gives you so much leverage? Now you don't just go to any other watch seller. You want to work with, you want to buy with Paring Hive. So that you are certain that what you bought, the Rolex that you are wearing, is legit, right? Can you type in 2 if you agree? 2. So, right now, think about this. Do you have expertise? Do you have do you have a result that could provide value? If yes, then you can also consider into a consultant or an expert. If you can provide an expert opinion, definitely you could be part of this group. So this is the second part of how you'll be able to monetize your personal brand. I'll do it for you instead of for them figuring it out all by themselves. You'll help them. You help them figure it out. I'll show you what to do. This is what expert do. This is what consultant do. 'Di ba? So, if you are into something that requires focus, excellence, and then expertise, especially details, like if you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, so this is where this is how you'll be able to monetize your personal brand. So the third one is coaching. So your experience becomes the product. That is why right now coaching is booming. Why? Because there's a lot of beginners, there's a lot of newbies that would like to have a result faster, right? Marami ngayon yung gusto nila na nagsisimula pa lang sila, but they want to have a fast experience, fast result. And the only time that you can do that is if you go through coaching. Why? Because let's say definitely the truth about learning it from YouTube, that's possible. Learning it all by yourself, that's possible. But who would agree that there's a saying that you don't know what you don't know? Can you type in one? Have you heard of the word you don't know what you don't know? Okay, let me provide you a perspective about that. You don't know that GHL exists unless someone inform you that GHL exists. You don't know the purpose of GHL unless someone told you about what's profitable or not. So you can be searching in YouTube definitely. But would you know what to search, where to look, what to look, right? Or will you just be experimenting for the next 5 years? Because you know what, guys, this is the advantage of those people who goes through coaching. Because instead of learning it all by yourself for the next 5 years, you can actually shorten that into 5 months or for some 3 months. You don't have to experience the failures. You can already go to the right path. Instead of you going to the jungle without a map where to go through, it's easier for you if you go with a tour guide or with a guide that will walk you straight to the summit. Correct? Would you agree or no? So type in 2 if you agree, type in 3 if you don't. Okay, so everyone's agree. So let's talk about CC. CC, for those of us that have an interest in GHL and there's no one teaching GHL before, unlike CC, that's the reason why right now there's a lot of GHL expert in the Philippines. And most of the GHL expert comes also from CC Tan. They also learn from CC Tan and then they develop, they expound. Now they have their own coaching materials. So they are just teaching their experience, how they learn it, how to do it. Probably CC Tan already have a lot of failures and then he also has a lot of success. That's why she was able to provide you the roadmap on how to achieve your goal. Say, Chris RJ into AI automations, agentic AI integrations. So if you don't know how to do that, then would you know what to search in YouTube? Would you know what to search? Unless you have a guide. And also one of my coach, Darla Hassan, funnels. Before I don't even know funnels. But thankfully I was able to go with this coach and with her I was able to build funnels and sell funnels at the same time. So shortcut. Instead of me learning that for the next 3-5 years, I was able to learn that in less than 6 months. Actually, on my second month, I was already earning 15K. Third month, another 15K. I was able to ROI on within 4 months. And until now, to this day, I'm still earning from the skills that I learned from funnels. So you don't necessarily need to create something completely new. What I learned, so this is the process if you want to monetize your personal brand using coaching. What I learned. So you need to write down what you learned, what I figure out, because this is the thing that you will be sharing to your students. What I can help you avoid. And this is what you want to guide your student, and what I can help you achieve. So this is exactly the workflow of a coach. Coach will help you guide you from point A to point B, helps you achieve the results that you are looking. You understand? Okay, so this is the third part of how you'll be able to monetize your personal brand. Now, let's proceed. Digital products. Okay, so digital products is another way for you to monetize your personal brand. This is where your knowledge becomes scalable. So if you're good in something, like for example, you've been a crew of Jollibee for a long time, and you know the flavors, you know the recipes, then you can create that as your digital products, 'di ba? Let's say you are expert into fitness. You have tried a lot of different fitness journey before, but now you're able to figure out which fitness category works. Then you can work on that. That is your digital product already. Now, if you're smart and you are imaginative and creative, you can create an ebook that discuss about your experience. So there's a lot of things, knowledge that you can put into digital products. So let me just share with you. So for example, Kat Mejia. Kat Mejia, if you can see her postings, she teaches about digital marketing, turning your expertise into a digital product that you can sell. Bryce Socials. So they were able to share their knowledge, and then you can join them and purchase their expertise, and then press socials. So for digital products, these are the things or example of digital products that you can sell. Ebook, templates, Notion system, Canva templates, prompt, course pack, courses, framework, assessment, and tools. So for those of you who are into GHL automations, you can create a system, a snapshot that you can sell online. If you know how to create course that is recorded, pre-recorded, self-paced, then you can create that. You can sell that online. So this is another source of income for you. This is another way for you to sell online. Another way for you to sell your personal product, your personal brand. Okay? Next one is community or membership. Your audience doesn't only pay for information. Who among of you here join a course or community just because you want to have a community, like an accountability body, or so-called community that you can work with, co-work, learn from, you join groups? Diba, it's so much fun when you are not working alone. It's kind of lonely if you are a freelancer and you are doing it all by yourself. So this is the beauty about community membership, and you'll be able to capitalize on your personal brand if a lot of people are resonating with you. So let's say this one, I'll be providing you example. So MK Bertulfo, if you guys know her, she has built the biggest moms community in the Philippines and now worldwide. So for those moms that that would like to go venture into business, they join the community of MK Bertulfo. And for those beginners in virtual assistant, social media management, they join the community of BE. in demand. Right? And then one of the biggest Filipino freelancing platform or group community was Online Filipino Freelancers. And the founder is CJ Cajoles. Imagine guys how what influence, how big is a personal brand if you were able to gather all this information, all these people to join your community. And you know what, guys? Your community, that is your asset. Your community is part of your identity as well. So whatever it is that you would like them to do, whatever it is that you offer, definitely mas maliit na lang yung traction. If MK would say we have a event on Saturday for all the moms, definitely a lot of moms will show up because they are part of the community, because they believe on the founder, right? So this is just another way of building a personal brand. Kaya sobrang successful ng personal brand ni MK eh. Pag sinabi mo palang MK, FH Moms agad ang maiisip mo eh. 'Di ba? So right now, think about what community that I want to build. Because as for me, guys, if you want, you can also visit um Brand Archetype Philippines, and that's the community I'm building. It's a community for freelancers who would like to build their personal brand. Okay, next one. So, if you build a community, these are the information or this is the ways that you can sell to them. So, access. There's a lot of community na mas pa may VIP pa eh, 'di ba? So, there's an open for public, but there's also a VIP. This VIP, this is where you conduct your master classes. This is where you have collaboration with other coaches so that you can provide better information, accountability, networking, mentorship, and continuous learning. 'Di ba? So that is how you'll be able to monetize also from the resources that you have. Okay, so next one. Ito ang pinaka common in the Philippines right now. So if you're not a freelancer and you just want to you know what, build a personal brand that attracts brand deals, partnership, then this is another way for you to monetize your personal brand. This is the obvious influencer model. Kasi there are two types of content creator. Now, one is for information and skills, the other one is for entertainment. So if you are not part of those two deals, then you are just posting for vanity. Sabi nga ni Joanna, 'di ba? Shero, sabi ni Joanna na if you are posting without value, you are just posting for vanity. If you are posting without content or without intention, you are just posting for vanity. Nagpapakyut ka lang. So, right now, you need to already determine, are you gonna be posting for entertainment or will you be posting for knowledge or skills? Okay, so brand deals, if you would like to have if you would like to build a social media presence, then this is definitely one of the attraction. And guys, let me just inform you, no, hindi siya limited for only influencers. So you can also be a skills based content. Like for example, Quiz RJ, no? He's doing skills based, but he's able to have collaboration with big brands also. ASUS, 'di ba? Recently Hostinger, I believe, and then High Level. So these are big companies as well, but nakakapag-close pa rin ng deals and then partnership. Why? So that's a question, why? Paano nila nagawa yun? How they were able to secure a partnership? Simple lang guys, because they are visible, 'di ba? They are visible. So if you think about it, Quiz RJ, no? He was able to um, build his personal brand and meron siyang community, meron siyang coaching, and then meron din siyang partnership. So that's why I'm telling you guys na if you build your personal brand, you can actually sell no? You can actually monetize it on 7 ways. You can even do consultation. Yung mga gusto mag one-on-one, gusto nila na matututukan mo sila, 'di ba? So, I hope you guys are having I hope you guys are imagining right now kung ano yung mga potentials or kung ano yung mga ways on how you'll be able to monetize your personal brand. So, example niyan is Davao Conyo, no? One of my favorite, grabe. Kahit na alam ko na meron siyang ipo-promote na brand, I don't care. The skit, the entertainment value is so much fun. Fonzie, 'di ba? And then David Gleason. Meron pa isa dito na sobrang fan ako. This is my inspiration, no, when it comes to showing up. If you know about Queen Yasmin, can you type in if you know Queen Yasmin? Type in one if you know Queen Yasmin. Okay, so what's one thing that I want about Queen Yasmin? Guys, wala siyang pake. Wala siyang pake sa sasabihin ng iba. Kung gusto niyo sumayaw, sasayaw siya. I know she knows that she's not that good in dancing. Pero gagawin niya. Why? Kasi gano'n siya ka-confident, no? So, opportunity are for those people who are willing to look cringe, who are willing to be judged. Because you're gonna be judged anyway. Might as well be judged and earn profit, 'di ba? Whatever that you post on social media, you're gonna be judged. For those people who support you, they will judge you positively. For those people who don't, eventually they will just disappear, they will block you, and that's okay. No? If you show up consistently in social media, you are building it for yourself. And you are targeting the right audience. Yung mga the wrong audience or those people that are not aligned to you, they will disappear sooner or later. They won't be able to stand your presence online. So, this is my encouragement to you. If you are afraid to show up anyway. Because the opportunity are for those who show up. Opportunity are for those who are seen. Okay, naging Canva ano pa nga siya, eh, naging Canva ambassador pa siya, 'di ba? Grabe talaga, the best. Yes, get bash and and earn money. Kaysa naman nababash ka na lang, 'di ba? Might as well mabash ka and then earn money. But this is what I'm gonna tell you guys. When you provide a content online, make sure naman na there's a value on it. So, if you know that you are providing value and then you're posting, it's okay. Definitely, you're gonna attract the right audience and then you're gonna dispel or repel those bashers. Kasi definitely hindi nila kakayanin yung anong presence mo. Hindi nila kakayanin yung makita ka araw-araw. So, they'll block you. Then eventually later on, puro mga supporters na matitira sa'yo. Meron at meron pa rin konti. Pero you know what, guys? Since you were able to build a supporter base, you were able to build a community that believes in you, that trusts in you, sila na mismo magtatanggol sa'yo. 'Di ba? So, your audience becomes an asset that brands want access to. So, this is how you monetize your personal brand if you are an influencer or if you are providing entertainment value in social media. Yung mga nanonood sa'yo, the attention that you were able to capture, yun ang binabayaran ng mga brands. And let me tell you this, guys, when brands pays for you for partnership, mahina ang 150K. They pay 500 to 1M. I know influencers like Davao Conyo on how much he charge for a client for a 1 minute video. Guys, I'm telling you, you need to start showing up. You need to start showing. That is why on high level event, if you will notice, all of the speaker will telling you to show up. All of the speakers are telling you to show the world what you can do. Because the opportunity are only limited to you. How willing are you to show up and attract that client? 'Di ba? So it's all into your hands. How do you want people to see you, perceive you? It's all into your hands. So you don't necessarily need millions of followers, you need the right audience. These influencers didn't start with 1 million, 'di ba? These influencers didn't start with 100,000. They start with one. And then they continuously showing up. Even at some point, they look so cringe. They look so foolish. They look so funny. And they feel like no one's gonna support them. But look what consistency brought them. Tignan nyo kung nasan sila ngayon just because they are consistent. Of course, maraming bashing. Of course, maraming magpa-frown. But just be consistent. Just be consistent. And eventually, consistency will favor you. Eventually, you will earn from your consistency. A creator with 10,000 people interested in one specific problem can potentially be more commercially useful than someone with 500,000 random followers. 'Di ba? Let's go back to Quiz RJ. Quiz RJ, 'di ba, was able to get a collaboration with Pustinger, partnership with High Level, partnership with tech company. Grabe. And the beauty about personal branding is that hindi mo alam kung ano yung opportunity na dadating sa'yo. Just because you are showing up online, magugulat ka na lang may brand deals pala, meron palang collaboration, meron palang expertise, meron palang clients, premium clients. So, the question is, are you willing to show up? 'Di ba? Are you willing to show up? Okay, so your own brand, so this is the last one, your own brand. So you become the niche. Ikaw yung niche mismo, no? And this is the highest level of concept. Your personal brand becomes distribution engine for businesses. 'Di ba? So you can use it to sell products, service, courses, events, software, communities, apps, physical product, consulting, speaking, partnership. Everything is possible for you as long as you show up. As long as you are available present, as long as people can see you. Kasi ang hirap naman na bigyan ka ng opportunity tapos hindi nila alam kung anong kaya mong gawin. 'Di ba? Does that make sense? Can you type in one if that makes sense? Na parang, paano ka makapag-work sa'yo, hindi ko naman alam kung anong ginagawa mo. How will I work for you if I don't know what you're doing? If I don't know what your expertise? What certainty do I have to work with you? So that's why it's important that you showcase what you can do. So those are the 7 part of how how you will be able to monetize your personal brand. Now, let's talk deeper. Let's now understand how you will be able to build a personal brand on a wider perspective. Okay? So the skills right now, write it down, no? So I want you guys to write it down. What is your skills? What are the skills that you offer right now? So write it down. Are you good in funnels? Write mo yun. Are you good in digital marketing? Write it down. Are you good in video editing? Write it down. Write all the skills that you can do. So I'm already doing the guidance here. Okay? So I'm already guiding you on how you'll be able to build your personal brand. So write down the skills that you can do. Next, what brand? Okay, what identity you want to show up for those people? Do you want to be seen as an expert? Do you want to be seen um as an introvert and as an extrovert? Do you want to be seen as credible? Do you want to be seen as multi-skilled? Do you want to be known for a specific niche? Write it down. And then this is the crucial part. Business shift. What is the goal of your brand? What is the ultimate goal of your personal brand? So say someone saw you in social media. What will be their initial thought? Why they would like to work with you? Anong iisipin nila na kapagka ikaw yung nakita ko online, I want to work with you on this project, on this collaboration? What is the business ship? What is it that you can offer? Okay? So now, skills equals positioning. If you heard it earlier, these are two topics that are very, very, very important for freelancers. This is so important for us, guys. Of course, if you don't have skills, then what can you offer? So it's important that you have skills. Say, I'm still working on my skills. I'm still learning it. Then post about it. It's okay that they understand that you are learning a new skills. So that when you are already providing solution, then they can hire you. Then they can partner with you. Make sense? Type in 1 if that makes sense. You need to show them the journey. Dapat makita nila na inaral mo siya, may progress ka, and now you are an expert. Diba? That builds trust. That means to say that they were able to see your journey from a student to now being an expert. So they know that when they work for you, you already know what you're doing because you study about it eh. That's the failure or ayun yung pinakamali. Kadalasang mali ng mga freelancer na nag-aaral pa lang. Gusto nila mag-show up kapag ka perfect na. Gusto nila mag-show up kapag ka magaling na sila. But do you think that people or those people that are seeing you will already know that you are an expert without them seeing you na nag-aaral ka or without them seeing you na nakakapag-provide ka ng mga resolution? Right? I would rather want to work with someone that I see from the start na nag-aaral pa lang and then now was providing solution and now ang expert na. Mas maganda makita yung may before and after ka. 'Di ba? So don't wait until you are an expert. Show up. Ngayon pa lang show up. Let me set myself as an example. When I was studying funnels, I'm just showing up even the time that I am learning the module. I post that. Why? It's part of the journey. So when I was already creating funnels, when I was already creating mock-ups, when I was already providing the solution, so guess what? I didn't even do outreach. Someone just reached out to me and say, "Can you do funnels?" I was surprised. Yes, I know. I can create funnels. Why? Can you help me one? How much do you charge? I was surprised. Why? I'm just showing up. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And then someone reached out to me. I didn't feel ready, guys. I was just showing up. I was just doing what I'm doing. I'm not an expert back then, but someone already trust me. Imagine more right now. 'Di ba? So again, tell it to yourself. I don't need to be an expert for me to show up. I can show up right now. So skills, now positioning. So this is what we've been talking about earlier about perceived value. 'Di ba? So the only reason why you can charge higher is because your audience see that you can provide results. Perceive value, how fast, how good, how easy for you to create a result. People don't need to know how to do the funnels. They just need to see what are the funnels that you already done and what's the result it provides. People don't need to see how the workflow works. How do you map the workflow? They just need to see what happened when I log into the workflow or to the forms and what will be the result. Positioning, result based. Show them what problem you can solve. Don't say that I'm a funnel builder. Say that I help business attract clients and convert them into CRM. I help nurture and then provide sales. I help you with leads generation so that you won't miss any leads in the process. These are the results that people want to hear and see. So, the personal brand money engine. I want you guys to write this down because this will be your map on how you will be able to monetize your personal brand. Are you ready? So first, identity. You won't be able to establish a personal brand without identity. Let me repeat that. You won't be able to establish a brand, be consistent on a brand without identity. Identity is the most foundation of a personal brand. Kaya nga siya personal brand. 'Di ba? This is what makes your brand humanize. So my team will be dropping the link below sa comment section. This is for identity. So that you know what is your identity. Ano ba yung nakapaloob? What identity consists of? You need to understand how you sound, social media, and what is your initial personality in social media. That evolves over time, but at least you know your foundation. We do have 12, if you want to search about it, so there's two ways. You can join my community. It's called Brand Archetype Philippines. There I discuss about brand identity. And then you can also fill up the form below. So let me just get that. Give me a second. Hmm. So I created this guy so I can help you with your identity. So do you see, guys? So it's important that you know your identity so that you can be consistent online. Ito yung reason kung bakit hindi ka magpapaiba-iba ng personality mo. Ito yung dahilan kung bakit na-humanize yung personality mo. This makes you different from those people na gumagawa ng content using AI. 'Di ba? You can create contents using AI, but to make it more personalized, to make it more aligned to you, to your personality, you need to infuse your brand identity. Okay? Brand identity gives you voice, gives you messaging style, and then gives you tone. Para hindi siya tunog robot. Para hindi siya tunog AI. This adds emotions. This adds um personality and then value. So that's the first thing that you need to identify. What is your brand identity? Now, that is your anchor. Okay? You can have a lot of topics, different topics, but if you know your identity, it will align to that identity no matter what happened. Next one is expertise. What is your expertise? What are the things that you can do? What are the things that you can offer? What are the things that you want people to know about you? Pag sinabing, Harold, eto agad yung ma-associate ko dyan. So, personal branding is intentionally connecting yourself or intentionally associating yourself to either skills, persona, or things that you would like to be known for. Okay? So write it down. What are your expertise? What do you want to be known for? Next is positioning. So positioning is, do you want to sell to the middle class? Do you want to sell to the lower class? To the massa, to majority? Or you want to position yourself to the higher ups, to the elite, to international client? That's a positioning. Because positioning also matters when it comes to messaging. Yung offer mo ba is afford ng karamihan? If hindi, then you target the middle class. The middle class, there's actually a word or there's a messaging style that you can attract the middle class. And there's also a positioning wherein you can attract the elite. If you want to attract lower class, affordability. Mura lang, 199. Product mo, coaching mo, mga 997. Everyone can afford that. But if you want to go to the middle class, 9K, 10K for coaching. Your product at least 5K, 6K. Diba? But if you would like to target the elites, your coaching is about 30K, 40K, 50K. Positioning. That's why it matters. So right now, think about it. What positioning do you want to achieve? Now, let's move forward. Content. What are the content that you need to create so that you'll be able to target your audience? Content pillar, content types. After that, the contents, trust. How are you gonna build trust with your client? You need to show results. You need to show the potential, the perceived value. You need to show them that you were able to provide a result. So you need to provide case study. You need to provide your past result from your previous client. If you didn't have a client yet, you need to provide your case study, your mock-ups, your thesis. And this is one of the most important one, offer. So if someone reach out to you right now after the webinar, say, I would like to work with you, Harold. What are your offers? Will you be able to provide your offer? Jaro, I would like to work with you. What are your offers? Cholo, I would like to work with you. What's your offer? Shay, can you help me with this? How much? Do you have an offer in mind? Do you have an offer in place? And then lastly is transaction. What will be the process of working with you? Do they need to do a discovery call first, or do they need to already pay for you? Do they need to do you have an onboarding process? So transaction. That's the last one. And then these will be cycling back over and over again. People will see you, your expertise, your positioning, your content. They will trust you, work with you, and then transaction over and over again. So this is how you monetize your personal branding. Can you type in one if you are learning so far? Type in one if you are learning so far. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, why content alone doesn't make you money? Content needs a destination. I'll go back to my favorite word last, high level. Joanna Sharon says, content without goal, content without purpose is vanity. If you are just posting and then posting without destination, that's just a vanity. Nagpapakyut ka lang. That doesn't make sense. Diba? So in every content that you produce, there needs to be a destination. Are you building trust? Are you moving them to nurture? Are you moving them to work with you? What are the CTAs after? What value do they get when they see your content? What was the end goal of you posting online? Because if you're posting online, you're just and then without a destination, you're just wasting your energy, effort, and time. The reason why you are posting online is because first you would like to establish your personal brand. You would like to be known for something. And then after you are known for something, you need to achieve the goal of why you are showing online. Why you are showing up online. Nice, 'di ba? Because it doesn't make sense if you are just posting and then you don't have a goal in mind. So that's why earlier when we are discussing about the journey, there needs to be an end goal. What is the end goal? What is the goal while you are posting online? Okay, so follow this if you would like to close. If you would like to monetize your personal brand really. Okay, are you ready? So in every content that you provide, make sure that you provide value. In every content that you provide, make sure that trust is built on a daily basis or every time that you post. And then it needs to start a conversation. So it's either you move them from top of the funnel, which is generic, and then move them to a private GC where you can talk to them, or move them into your email list so that you can send them information about you. You can start a conversation with them. And then the offer would only be possible if there's a conversation. It I don't know if you know about this, but it needs to have at least 7 transactions, 7 conversation before you close a deal. So, sobrang ick, no? One of my um pet peeve is when someone reach out to you online and then sells you automatically. You don't do that, guys. That's not the proper way of doing outreach. You need to build conversation first. Kailangan makilala muna nila kayo, 'di ba? Hindi yung pagka-message mo benta ka kaagad ng insurance, hindi yung pagka-message mo benta ka kaagad ng bahay, 'di ba? Hindi yung message mo benta ka kaagad ng system ng funnels. No, that's not the proper way of doing it. You need to have at least 7 conversation before you proceed to your offer. You need to build trust first. Who among you has a partner right now? Or manliligaw pa lang or into courtship? Okay, married, 'di ba? Guys, imagine you go to your partner and then says, "Will you marry me?" I think they will slap you, 'di ba? "Will you marry me?" And then you already have the ring, 'di ba? No, you need to make a conversation first. You need to make it natural. No, you need to provide value first before you provide the offer. And then once the offer is understood, that's the sale will happen. Tsaka pala magkakaroon ng conversion. So, write it down. Content. This is where you show what you provide value, and then trust is developed over time. Once it's developed, you need to move them to nurture, which is where the conversation happens. It's either via email, group chat, comment, DM, but there needs to be a conversation before the offer happens. Now, after the offer, that's the only time that you'll have a sale. Pagka tumalon ka from content and then offer agad, or worse is you go with the offer and sales, definitely prepare yourself to be rejected. Prepare yourself to be rejected because that's not the proper way of doing it. And I don't see, even you, di ba? Think about it. Would you want someone to reach out to you and sell you something? Have you heard of the saying that people wants to shop People wants shopping, but they don't want being sold to. Ayaw ng tao na binebentahan sila directly. They have money, they can shop, 'di ba? If you are in high level, they can even buy nothing. You can even sell them nothing, but they don't want to be sold to. They want to make they want to be the one who makes the decision that I want this. And that happens if there is this process, content, trust, conversation. Will you be able to sell nothing if there's no trust and conversation in between? Diba? Think about that. The only reason why Billie Jean was able to sell nothing to anyone is because the trust was already built a long time ago. Diba? Type 1 if you agree. Do you agree, guys? Yes. At least may isang nag-agree. Okay. So, let's move forward. You don't need more followers. You need more reason to be remembered. So this is why earlier I asked you to write your skills. I asked you to write your positioning because these are the things that will be remembered to you. And then these are the topics that you will be showing up on a daily basis. Na kapag ka sinabi yung pangalan mo, automatically they know, nagpa-funnels yan. Pag sinabi, pangalan mo, GHL yan. Oh, that's digital marketing. It happens that your name is already equivalent to some kind of a skill or a topic. 'Di ba? So, you don't need more followers, you need more reason to be remembered. And let me tell you this, guys. If you are remembered over time, your follower grows as well. Walang mga influencer, coaches, or big names right now that started with millions already, or 100,000s, or 10,000s. They were just all a beginner. So, what are you currently known for? So, ask this to yourself. Be honest. Right now, what are you currently known for? What name have you already built for yourself? What skills or position you already have built for yourself? If none, it's not too late. Diba? This is the time that you start building. So, type this down. 5 questions to monetize your personal brand. Okay, so if you want to build your monetize your personal brand, type this down. 5 questions to monetize your personal brand. So number 1, what do I know? Okay, I'm helping you right now, guys. So after this, you already have topics that you can share. So number 1 is, what do I know? What knowledge, skills, experience, or expertise do I already have that can create value for others? It may be so simple for you, but let me tell you guys, there's a lot of beginners out there na mas bago pa kaysa sa'yo. And for them, this is gold. This is diamond. This is treasure. Okay? So, hindi lang sa freelancing, it could be when you are working. It could be when you have a hobby, a sports, whatever it is that you know, you're skilled or experienced. What is it that you know? Write it down. Okay? Okay, next. Who do I want to help? Who do you want to help? Do you want to help US clients? Do you want to help local clients? Do you want to help solar companies? You want to help salons, aesthetic clinics, real estate people? Who do you want to help? In general, okay? Next one. What do I need to be known for? When someone says your name, what can they associate with your name? Ano yung pwede nilang maalala agad na pag sinabi nilang yun yung ano mo, yun yung ginagawa mo? When they say architect, personal branding yan. Alam na agad. When I was in HL, may mga nag-follow naman na sa akin doon, no? So, nakakatawa lang na some already knows me as personal branding. Uy, ikaw yung sa personal branding, di ba? Yes. I just started personal branding this year. So, I think I'm doing good. Kasi somehow may nakakakilala na sa akin sa mga ganong event, di ba? So, you just need to be consistent. So, next one. What problem can I solve? Businesses will reach out to you because the problem is unbearable. It's too painful for them. And they need someone like you to solve their problem. So, what specific problem can I help my audience overcome? And what transformation can I help them achieve? Think about it. Think about the problem that you can solve. So, if you are an automation expert, what system can you work? And what's the result? So, talk about the problem and talk about the solutions that you have. Imagine if someone has a cancer right now and you have the solution. Kahit magkano pa yan, bibilin at bibilin nila yan. If you have the solution and the problem is unbearable, definitely they will reach out to you for that solution. You just need to be visible. Kailangan lang makita nila na you are there. 'Di ba? How would they know that you are the solution if you are invisible? How would they know that you are the solution if they cannot see you? You cannot just imagine or wish that I wish someone know that I can do this, 'di ba? If there's no opportunity, guys, you create the opportunity. That is why we are on a level playing field right now. Anyone can create a content. Anyone can be shown. 'Di ba? Hindi mo na kailangan ng big social media, big media company para magkaroon ka ng exposure. You provide exposure for yourself. You show up there. 'Di ba? And definitely, you will be able to attract clients. Okay, so this is the last one. What can people buy from me? Again, it will boils down to sales. Kaya nga monetize your personal brand. That's the reason why we're here. We want our personal brand to earn us a profit. What offer can I create around my expertise that people are willing to pay for? What solutions can you provide? And how much? Dapat ngayon meron kayong ballpoint or meron kayong threshold kung magkano yung sisingilin ninyo. So let's say after this webinar, someone reach out to you, Harold, how much do you charge for a system like this? I hope you have a price in mind that you can ask. 'Di ba? So, where brand archetypes fit. So, brand archetype is your identity. So, search this in Facebook, Brand Archetype Philippines. So, brand archetype is your anchor. It's your identity. It's the reason why you can show up consistently. Na hindi ka nakadepende kung anong trending, hindi ka nakadepende kung ano yung um, pinopost ng ibang tao. You are posting based on your personality. You are posting based on your identity. Your personal brand is the best brand when you are the most authentic. So people will resonate with you, people will reach out to you, people can feel, connect, and then relate with you if you are you. You don't have to pretend to be someone else. And that's the beauty of brand archetype. It will reveal who you are, really. So once you have filled up the form that I already provide earlier, you will see the results there kung who are you as an individual, as an identity. Okay? Differentiation. What is your USP? What is your unique selling point? Why of all GHL expert, you are the one. Why of all funnel builder, you are the one. Why of all digital marketer, you are the one. Communication. Next one is communication. This is also part of brand archetypes. So brand archetypes will also provide you the way you communicate naturally. 'Di ba may mga natural na nakakatawa, may mga natural na parang ang lalim magsalita, may mga natural na free-spirited. So what is your communication style and how do you message naturally without borrowing someone identity? Then positioning. Based on your brand archetypes, based on your identity, kanino ka pinaka-fit? And then you'll be able to monetize. So monetization is always at the last part because that's actually a bonus. When you are showing up online, you don't know kung anong mga opportunities yung mag-o-open sa'yo. 'Di ba? Someone may perceive you as valuable to them as their brand ambassador. Someone might see you as, I can invite this to teach us about high level, 'di ba? Collaboration. So the beauty about showing up and being you online and being authentic is that you don't know what kind of opportunity that will show up also for you. Because if you present yourself to the world, right? Right now we do have international audience. We do have one from Pakistan, we do have one from Dubai. So you don't know what opportunity that you can attract as long as you show up, right? Okay, next. You are skilled, you have a result, but you don't know how to build your personal brand. Who amongst you here relate to this? I'm skilled naman eh. I have a result, but I don't know how to build a personal brand. Can you type in one in the comment section? I want to start building a personal brand na talaga. Like after the high level event, what I realized was personal brand is my next call to action. Ayun talagang kailangan ko na i-build so that I'll be able to attract a lot of client, a lot of opportunities, talking stuff, and then brand deals, partnership. You can actually target the 7 ways to monetize your money as long as you are present. And that's where personal brand is. Kaya ngayon nagma-matter na 'no, na importante din pala yung personal brand. Akala ko dapat skills lang. Akala ko upskill lang upskill. Okay, so let's start with your identity. So the first thing that we need to figure out is identity. And I already have provided you the form. You just have to fill that up, then see for yourself what is your identity. Sino nakapag-fill up na or nakapag-try na? Let me know if accurate yung sagot. Kasi let me just give you a background on brand archetype. If you know about the scientist Sigmund Freud studies about human needs, what human needs, and then what human wants. So, di ba yung hierarchy of human needs? That's the studies of Sigmund Freud. Now, Sigmund Freud has a friend. His name is Carl Jung. So, Carl Jung, you will know this when you Google brand archetype. So, si Carl Jung naman, ang studies niya is personality, brand archetype. So, your personality actually has different way of messaging, identity, style, tone, iba-iba siya. Kaya it's important that you understand your identity so that is your foundation in building a personal brand. Para hindi ka nalilito kung paano ka ba dapat mag-message online. Kaya 'di ba minsan nag-type ka na, ipo-post mo na lang kaso hindi mo alam na alin ba 'to sa akin? Is it me or I'm just copying someone else? So brand identity provides you that certainty, the foundation of your personal brand. That is your anchor. Now, what is brand archetype and how important is it to your personal branding? It is your foundation. This is where you start building your personal brand. Brand archetypes also provide you cross archetype. Okay, you can type this in cross archetype. Do you know that there are 2 to 3 personalities that are naturally attracted to you? This has been proven over and over to my students na kahit iba-iba yung personality nila, the type of people that they attract are always the same. Kaya you don't need to pretend to be someone else. You just need to understand your identity and the right people will reach out to you. Meron ka talaga naturally attracted people. Kaya what I teach in personal branding builder is attraction. No, I don't actually teach chasing. I don't teach outreach. Ang tinuturo ko is how you'll be able to create content that attracts. So that's the importance of brand archetype. Foundation siya ng personal branding mo. You won't be able to have a consistent brand if you don't understand your brand archetype. And imagine this, let me just give you a perception. So 23 tayo dito, minus ako. Then siguro nandito yung mga 5 of my students, minus ako, 'di ba? Imagine this, a lot of people went to high level. And then only 20 people are here learning about brand archetype. So meron na kayong advantage on how you'll be able to build a personal brand and be consistent on it. Who are you? How you sounds like, how you communicate, how you associate with other people, all boils down to personal branding and brand archetype. So lahat ng to nasasagot ng brand archetype. Kaya hindi ka na mahihirapan mag-show up online. Kasi alam mo exactly on what you are doing. So, I already have provided this link to you earlier. So you are skilled, you have invested heavily on upskilling, but you have one thing you missed to invest. Sino dito mga skill? Like you already know, you already have a skill that can offer to a client. Type 1 in the comment section. One. Okay. Meron na kayong skill, di ba? You can do SMM, you can do systems. Yes, kahit basic. Like I said, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to show that you are already doing it. Okay. So, you have upskilled. Sino dito yung mga nag-invest na sa courses? So, type in 2 if you have invested in courses. That's why you have a skill right now. Ako, nag-invest ako sa courses eh. I have funnels, I have digital marketing, I have high level, mga 10. Okay, so ayun ang sinasabi ko. That's what I'm talking about, right? You heavily invested on upskilling. But there's one investment that you neglect or you forgot. You miss to invest in yourself. You miss to invest on your personal brand. Ikaw, diba? You invest heavily on the things that you can do for other people. But what about you? But what about for yourself? 'Di ba? Sa client, over-deliver ka palagi. Pero sa sarili mong brand, bahala na. For other people, for your client, you tend to over-deliver. But for your personal brand, for yourself, you always neglect it. You say later, you say tomorrow, you say next month. Agree? Can you type in 3 if you agree? Medyo ouch, no? This is kind of hard, but I have to tell you this because this is really is. Imagine you are the money-making machine. You are the reason why you can close a client. But you neglect your personal brand. You neglect yourself. So, this money-making machine you are, it also needs to be prioritized. You are the money-making machine. If there's a priority in investment, it should be to yourself. It should be on yourself. How will you be able to apply the skills that you have learned over the years if no one sees it? Paano mo maa-apply yung mga course na inenrollan mo? kung walang client ang makakakita na kaya mo palang i-perform yung mga skills na yun? How? Bolang kristal ba? Will they guess? Will they think na, I think Nanette, he can, think she can do, what? 'Di ba? Jaro, ano kayang skills na meron siya? 'Di ba? Harold, what skills does he has? Paano ninyong masho-showcase yung ininvestan ninyong mga course? Nag-upskill kayo, yes, that's actually good that you invest on your skills, but you also need to invest on yourself. You need to also invest on how to show up online. 'Di ba? You are the money-making machine. So if there's one investment you should prioritize, it's you. You are the niche. We've been talking this over and over again earlier until now. You are the niche. Ikaw yung reason kung bakit makaka-close ka ng deal. Ikaw yung reason kung bakit makaka-close ka ng six-figure deals. And then ikaw din yung reason kung bakit ka magkaka-client. Now, why are you not showing up? You are the reason why client works with you. Why are you not showing up? If your name is established, opportunity comes to you from all direction. 'Di ba? Example again, Quiz RJ. 'Di ba gulat siya eh. Partnership with high level. Eh ang specialties niya is automation na natatamaan lang yung high level from time to time. 'Di ba? Imagine that, guys. Opportunity comes for those who show up. How can an opportunity comes to you if they don't even know you exist? 'Di ba? Alam niyo ba nakakapagod din mag-outreach? Nakakapagod din yung message ka sa iba-ibang klaseng tao. Pero kasi yon hindi mo alam kung kailangan nila yung service mo. Pero if you are showing up, just be present. Just show up your skills, your values, things that you can do, and then the right people will reach out to you. Mas okay? So now the question is, are you ready to invest in yourself? Is it time that you also invest on yourself? Is it also time that, okay, sarili ko naman, 'di ba? I'm good with the skills. I'm confident enough that I can provide value. Now, it's time for me to show up. It's time for me to help other people.